I was already frozen. I froze a lot early because I forgot what we were going to talk about in Mythical Morning.
You like saw it and you came and you
got a lot of other stuff.
When I say freeze frame, I freeze frame.
I didn't freeze, I kind of melted. It's really what happened. Oh, look at that, push that over to the side. Now, what do you do with your bobbleheads at home? Do I keep you company at home? Like,
oh, I got rid of yours a long time ago.
You just have yourself? Yeah. You're like brushing your teeth, talking to your bobblehead every morning?
Well, I haven't done that exactly.
Well, then what have you done exactly? I don't have a bobblehead at home, but you should have one at home. Support entertainment.
Well, I was gonna say that.
With our store.
I didn't want to expose that though, but I don't have a bobblehead of myself at home, or you. I don't have any of these at home. I mean, I am the bobblehead. That would be weird, right? I mean, that's just, maybe I should just take you home.
Right, and I didn't ask my kids if they wanted those because I didn't want to see it in my house.
They're so
I wanted to see
so
it.
tired of it.
I want to see it in your house. GMM #GMM Bobble. That's the hashtag, right? So we want you to take the bobbleheads lots of places, but not to our house. Don't come there, and we're not going to bring them there either because it's weird. I got a couple of welcome to Good Mythical More.
Okay, wow, you just put a lot of words together.
Dating sites to see.
You have a great command of the English language.
I mean, every word I'm saying is an English word.
It is.
It's more, I have a great command
and people who can,
communication.
Well, people who can start a sentence and then stop it and start another one and then stop it and start another one.
But then, did I finish all of them?
I don't believe so, but it doesn't matter, you know? I knew exactly what you meant, and that's really all that matters.
Let's just do another freeze frame then. Okay. I got a couple more of these that.
I mean, 90% is nonverbal anyway. You know, 90% of communication.
All right. Here's a couple of more dating websites that you won't believe exist. Perhaps because they don't, but maybe because they do.
So I'm still playing the game?
Specific. Yeah, and then I want to talk about our experience on dating websites.
Okay.
CloudCityConnections.com.
False.
Don't Boba Fett. We'll sift through thousands of Star Wars fans to find your Lando or Leia. We are your only hope.
I just think that would get shut down by George Lucas and his, well, not anymore, by Disney.
They're behind it. It's a Disney website. True or false?
I'd say it's false.
It is false, but there is a TrekPassions.com though.
Star Trek doesn't care about the IP. I've noticed that. Disney will track you down though, man.
But the word Trek.
They will track you down. What?
And but if you like Star Wars, you can go to Trek Passions and still connect with someone.
Oh, that's sacrilegious.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
Did it say that on the site?
Yes.
Because there's not Cloud City, you can go to Trek Passions. You gotta find some way to meet somebody.
Well, it didn't say that specifically.
Yeah.
DateMySim.com. First dates can be awkward or worse. Why risk it when your Sims can do it? Find true love the low risk way by making sure that your Sims are compatible. Let them join now. This is not officially like the Sims game, but it's just the word sim is used.
Oh, so the website is not from, you're not hooking the Sims up.
You are, but it's not officially sanctioned.
But they're not in the game. But they are in the game. But it's not sanctioned by the game.
It's a ripoff of Sims that's just
like avatars?
Yes.
Just like avatars in a world?
Right. Who date before you actually get together and like.
And do you input your own interests?
Yeah, yeah.
Like physical characteristics?
Yeah, it simulates you.
Oh, and
it
then
simulates
see if the Sims.
It's a simulation. It's like an engineer running a simulation program on dating.
That should be true. That should be true.
Is it?
If it's not, we need to stop right now and start it. True.
False. I made it up, but let's start it right now. DateMySim.com. Use Squarespace since we're we're in cahoots with the Squarespacers.
No, but let's just
DateMySim.com.
This has to
do it now before we do it because we're still talking, but you could be doing it.
And because you create an avatar that has all your characteristics, your likes and dislikes, and then it's like you run a simulation on your relationship, and you can like fast forward over like years. This is the wave of the future, Link.
I actually think this already exists. I think it's just called being a gamer. Oosh. I had another one.
Oosh.
I just ooshed. I thought I had a real one and I lost it.
Well, that's gonna make the game pretty easy for me when you find it. Because I'll know it's the real one.
Did I use all the real ones that we found? I guess I did. Yeah. I think I got married before a lot of people before like dating websites even became something that they proliferated.
Before there were like dating website commercials, even.
Cause like what were the first ones? You got like Match.com, OkCupid was pretty early, right? eHarmony.
OkCupid was not as early. I think OkCupid was like the hip, like the hipster.
The alternative dating website.
But the perception was always that the only people who do this are people who can't get a real date in a normal circumstance. That's what we thought back in like 2000. I mean, seriously, it was kind of like, oh yeah.
But
that has changed.
Or are we
totally.
just, I mean, I know some of you guys have dated people. Chase?
Yeah.
Chase is the only
Have you had success?
Yeah, totally.
And so, totally? Like you're totally
I've had total success.
You're in success mode right now?
Yeah.
You're in a relationship right now based on an online website.
And how long did you fake date before you real dated? Because we're like old guys who are like, isn't this weird or sad?
But the whole point of what I was saying is that it's not.
Right. So just tell us it's not. Tell us how great it is. It's normal now.
Yeah, totally.
It's not great. It's still totally weird.
Hold on. But okay. But let me just speak from no experience.
Let him speak from ignorance for a second. I know you were trying to say something from experience, Lizzie, but let him speak from ignorance.
In principle, it makes total sense because here we all are in this massive city, but it's so difficult to actually meet people, and you have access to people that happen to be in the right place at the right time, or happen to be friends with your friends or something like that. When you can actually
severely limiting
have access to every single person who might be a good pair for you, that is an unbelievable concept. It totally makes sense, and I assume that when you increase the pool, and I can see the way Lizzie is looking at me right now, that you introduce some characters that you might not normally even begin a conversation with. Mm-hmm. But I mean, what's at risk here, right? Tell us your experience.
Probably not. A lot of weirdos. And a lot
like
of guys.
weirdos fronting.
What?
Like weirdos fronting.
Lots of fronting.
You know, fronting, like making up who they are, lying.
People are relatively honest. I haven't experienced catfishes, but there are
I've experienced catfishes.
You've been catfished?
Not like I fell in love with someone, but like there were definitely people who like after like a 5-minute conversation, you could tell they weren't actually real who they were saying they were.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's robots. There's like Tinder bots and everything
too,
that like hook people. Those are mostly aimed at guys, though.
In order to what? Like send them money?
No, it's usually to get you to go to a different like website. There are
to pull you over to another website to look at ads.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's weird.
Traffic to their site.
A lot of guys that work in real estate, I would say.
A lot of guys work in real estate.
Yeah, you know.
But Chase,
freelance.
But Chase, you recommend it.
Unemployed? Is that what you mean by that?
I
100%
say I
unemployed.
recommend it. Like,
no, it's terrible.
It's not. I mean, I'd rather have met people in person. It just kind of.
Why not do both? Is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying.
I'd rather meet people in person. Why not do both? Is what you're saying.
Let me tell you what you're saying.
And then also, like, I don't know, we were talking for a while, and it was more just kind of like when we were bored, we would like talk to each other. and then we realized.
You were each other's last resort.
Sure.
I'm just joking.
Sure. And then we realized that we did have like a lot of like close friends in common, and that it was kind of.
Oh, in real life, you knew people?
Met. Yeah. It was,
so
like,
it was a
awkward that we
localized
hadn't
dating.
Actually met in person, so then we actually did, and then it really worked, but it wasn't like a total random person.
Well, and isn't it better to meet someone under the pretense of you might be interested in one another? Because you kind of get past the whole like trying to drop hints. I'm gonna sneeze.
Well, yes, except that nobody looks like their pictures.
Gosh.
Ever.
Nobody looks like their profile picture?
Never. Even if they're still good looking, you always meet them and you're like, eh. Like there's a moment of like deep sadness whenever I've met anyone offline.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, all the guys I've dated offline.
Well, but I mean, don't you have to?
Does your picture look like you though?
Not at all anymore. I realized the other day it's more than a year old, and I have pink hair in the picture, like long pink hair. So now I'm catfishing everyone. I
think you just have to drop your, like, if someone is an 8 in their profile, then they're a 5 or a 6 in real life. I mean, you have to, you 4 or 5, okay, you go down, a certain percentage. You just got to be, that's what you do.
Height is never real. They say
really?
that they're like 5'11", 5'7".
Really?
Yeah.
You have to read the small print.
Oh yeah.
With very large boots on, with high heels.
So Chase, did you lie about yourself and then like backpedal later?
5'11".
Well,
I'm very upfront about not being tall.
That's good, because you don't want.
But did you say, like, don't just look at my picture, I really do look more like Robin Thicke than this looks like.
I told her, are you interested in people who look like Seth MacFarlane?
Seth MacFarlane. You're getting some Robin Thicks in the comments.
Really? I see a lot more Seth MacFarlane than Robin Thicke.
I think Robin Thicke is worse. Which
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm happier with Seth MacFarlane.
Really? Okay, yeah, Robin Thicke is...
I don't know. Whichever, man. They're both famous.
So what's the best one?
The best...
I'd say Robin
Seth
Thicke.
and Robin? I said Seth.
No. What's the best website based on your experience?
Well, you did Tinder.
I met Sarah on Tinder, but
that happens.
Yeah. But like I said, it was like just like kind of boredom. Like I used that site because it was funny, and then we talked a lot, and then we realized we had a lot of friends in common, and we hadn't actually met, which was weird. But I wasn't actually actively seeking out like relationships on Tinder. It just kind of happened.
Right. Whereas if you're on like Match.com or
yeah,
eHarmony,
like
the
I hadn't set
whole
up
point is
multiple
like
profiles and was like
give all this
doing
information.
this whole thing. I was just kind of having fun. It was funny. And
So it's bad if you have multiple profiles on different websites?
it is not bad.
I'm on like 5 of them.
All right, we could start like dating advice,
Lizzie,
where we like speak
Lizzie,
totally in
what's your
ignorance
profile
and
name?
judgment.
On all those websites.
You're probably gonna start looking for you now, right?
They can't. No, I can't find
I don't think that can happen, can it? Let's just say it can.
It can't. She does have long pink hair in her picture though.
Yeah, you'll never know. Nothing like me.
The world's changing, man.
I
The world is
can't
a
even keep
different
up,
place,
man.
man. I
It's
just
so
don't-
weird.
I don't get it, but I think
People
it's a good thing.
Meeting robots on the internet,
Proficient, man.
falling in love.
Tinder.
Tinder robots. They're so tender. They have more feeling than you would expect for
Like,
a robot.
like a perfectly cooked steak.
Yeah, they're so soft. Soft robots. Softrobots.com. Don't go to that.